Hello and welcome to this Forex Preview at XM.com. I'm Maria Pachardis, and joining me is Senior Investment Analyst Rafi Boyadjian. We'll be discussing the upcoming FOMC minutes, flash PMIs, and the outlook for the dollar. So Rafi, we've been hearing a lot from Fed Chair Powell lately, and it's going to be another busy week for him. Plus, we have the FOMC minutes coming up on Wednesday. Are policymakers likely to strike a downbeat tone given all the warnings of a slow recovery?
So most likely we will see more downbeat comments, Maria, and that's because we've heard quite a bit from Fed Chair Powell, as you said, over the past week, and he's been rather gloomy in terms of the outlook for the US economy. So he's actually warning markets that do not expect a full recovery unless we get a vaccine. So although we are likely to see a partial recovery, most likely in the second half of this year, as we see those lockdowns being gradually removed, what happens after that will really depend on whether or not we get a vaccine. So we should really see a similar message coming from the FOMC minutes. But in terms, as far as the markets are concerned, they will probably be putting their focus on whether or not the minutes will mention anything about negative interest rates, as they seem to be rather obsessed about whether or not the Fed will adopt negative interest rates, even though policymakers have clearly said that's not on the cards anytime soon.
Right. Turning now to upcoming economic data. On Thursday, we'll get preliminary PMIs for May. What should we expect there?
Well, we are hoping to see a bit of a rebound in both manufacturing and services sectors. So in May, we did see several states across the US easing some of their lockdown restrictions. So we're likely to see a bit of a recovery in the economy. How significant will that recovery be? Well, that will probably the market reaction will probably depend on that. So we're likely to see we could see potential volatility if there are any surprises in those PMIs.
Okay, and finally, how do you think the dollar will react if the PMIs look promising?
Well, the dollar has eased a little bit this week, mainly because there's been a bit of risk appetite, though against the yen, it has been rising because the yen is also a safe haven currency. So even if we were to see some positive data coming out of the US, we may still see the dollar lose a bit of ground against currencies such as the euro, mainly because as a safe haven, the dollar has been gaining throughout this crisis. So it is a little bit overvalued against currencies like the euro. So even if we do see some positive data from the US and we see that leading to further risk on, it may come under pressure against the euro, but against the yen, the dollar should appreciate further. On the other hand, if we do see any negative surprises, we're likely to see the reverse happen.
Rafi, thanks so much. And thanks for joining us at XM.com.